Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you the equipment I use for my workouts and also how I set it up according to the workout I'm going to do for that day. Alright, so the first piece of equipment I have is these body elastic bands which I bought from Amazon. They're I think a set of 5 bands. They're all modded up right now, but I bought these about 5-10 years back. I don't really use them a great deal because the tension on them, they're not as strong, they're pretty weak. But you do get a couple of accessories with it, which are these handles, these straps which you can use for your ab workouts, or what I tend to do is just wrap them around my wrist or my ankles and use them as replacements for handles. So when you want to do something like a lateral raise or something, you don't have to use a grip like this to sort of, oh shit, what's this?
Raise.
Oh yeah. So you don't have to use a grip like this to raise, but instead you can just use your shoulders and focus more on that instead of wearing out your grip, and just raise with your elbows. Also, what you get with the body elastics equipment is this door anchor, which is a must. If you don't get it with that, you can also buy that separately. The second piece of equipment I have are these Inte bands. They're also resistant bands, but a lot tougher. They go from these red ones to black, purple and green. Obviously, the higher they go, the stronger they are in resistance. And these green ones can go up to, I think they go between 50 and 120 odd pounds of resistance. So they're very tough. So I bought them a couple of years back, and this time since the quarantine started, I've bought another set of them. Alright guys, so when it comes to using these bands, it's pretty simple. I'm not going to go through it too much because you'll be able to see it through my workouts, but you can use it from underneath your feet. You can put them through these door anchors. Alright, so just a piece of warning guys, you don't want to be tying these bands around places where you know it won't be able to handle the force, stuff like this. If you hear something like this, probably don't want to be tying it around there. Also, you probably don't want to be tying it around door handles, right? Especially when it comes to this much strength. So this piece of equipment, the door anchor, is probably the most important piece of equipment for me after the resistance bands, because, so I'll show you how you can set it up. Basically, you want the anchor to go behind. So once this is set up, now you can see you got a solid door anchor. But you can see this is not the door I would use, because it doesn't shut very well. It's usually this one, but it's a lot more tougher for me to set it up here. So I thought I'd just show you how you can set it up here. Also, take it off. You can set this up in between the sides, so you can get a different angle, a different height. Also, you can do it from the top, right? Now, I haven't got two, but I would recommend if you had a couple, it would be probably one of the best pieces of investment, simply because you can leave one anchored to the bottom and one, say, to the side or at the top, and that will allow you to move on to one set to another pretty smoothly. Also, when you do tie on these anchors, make sure that when you're pulling, the force, so when you do set them up, the force is coming into the door frame. So you can see it's coming through the door frame. Now, if you were to tie up the other side, say through this boiler door that I have here, and you shut it, that it might show that it might seem like it's holding, but all the force is probably going to go through your lock mechanism and not the door frame. So you probably want to avoid that. So that's the bands done with. Now just thought I'll show you a couple more extra accessories I have. You can see I somehow managed to fit in a bench here. There's an old piece of equipment that I did have from my old home gym, but I ended up throwing away all the weights and everything, so I luckily kept onto the bench. I haven't really made use of it as of yet, any real use of it, but it's something that I do keep upstairs in case I want to change something around, or I find a new workout I want to experiment with. But yeah, also I have a couple of weights left over, which I don't really use for weight's sake, but I use it as I use it to raise my heels for just squatting purposes and stuff like that. Alright guys, so that's my setup, the equipment I use and the space I'm working with. As you can see, it probably doesn't look like much, but I do get in very good workouts, and I hope you guys will